You know, I look into things and I'm starting to see something here that I hadn't anticipated. So during the summer, I talked a lot about how this team wasn't going to be all that good. They'd be a good expansion team because they had better draft picks, yada, 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 yada. And their expansion draft picks were fantastic. But let's look back. Let's look back to March 2nd of 2015. William Karlsson, Rene Bourque, and a second-round pick in exchange for James Wisniewski. That's right. The Columbus Blue Jackets picked up Karlsson and pieces from Anaheim for James Wisniewski, who was near the end of his career. And Jarmo Kekalainen says this trade has provided our club with a talented young center with tremendous potential in William Karlsson, a player who has twice scored 27 goals in this league in Rene Bourque, and an additional second-round draft pick in a very strong 2015 draft. Parting ways with James Wisniewski is never easy. We thank him for his contributions to our organization, but the emergence of some young defensemen on our team and the added flexibility this gave us made it an appealing trade for us as we move forward. Karlsson, 22 at the time, was Anaheim's third pick, 53rd overall in the 2011 NHL draft. He made his NHL debut this season, collecting 2 goals and an assist for 3 points, 2 penalty minutes, and a plus-minus rating in 18 games with the Ducks. He chipped in 24 points with 2 penalty minutes and 37 games with the Norfolk Admirals. So there you go. Columbus wins that trade hands down. Anaheim had William Karlsson. They drafted him in the second round, and they traded him off. They're crazy. Oh, wait. In exchange for selecting forward William Karlsson in the 2017 expansion draft, the Columbus Blue Jackets have traded their 2017 first-round pick, 24th overall, a second-round pick in 2019's NHL draft, and forward David Clarkson to the Golden Knights. We knew a player we didn't want to lose was going to be taken in this year's expansion draft, but our goal was to try to keep the core of this team intact, said Kekalainen. While we didn't want to lose William Karlsson as he's been a good player for us, we believe this deal keeps our core group together and gives us additional financial flexibility to build on the success we had last season, meaning getting rid of Clarkson. Karlsson, 24, collected 16, 31, 47, so 16 goals, 31, 47 assists in 165 games since joining the Blue Jackets from the Anaheim Ducks via trade in 2014-15. In 16-17, he notched 6 goals, 19 assists, 25 points in 81 games. And then they talk about Clarkson. And, so there you go. That's fantastic, right? Oh, that 24th pick? The Winnipeg Jets have completed a trade with the Vegas Golden Knights in conjunction with unrestricted free agent Chris Thorburn being taken in the NHL expansion draft. The Jets have acquired the 24th pick from Vegas, the Columbus pick, in the NHL draft in exchange for the 13th pick and a third-round selection in 2019. George McPhee is a mad genius, and I apologize for the shaking around of the camera. I do have it attached to the computer. William Karlsson, a number 13 pick, and 2 draft picks in 2019. William Karlsson today gets a hat trick. He now has 20 goals. And when you look at what Columbus had to offer, here's who they had available on the exposed list. Josh Anderson, Matt Calvert, I'm not including William Karlsson, he's the one that was taken. Lucas Zedlak, Zach Delpy, Sam Gagner, TJ Tynan, Lori Karpikowski, Brett Gallant, Alex Broadhurst, Jack Johnson, Scott Harrington, John Ramage, Marc-Andre Bergeron, Jamie Seifers, Ryan Stanton, Kyle Quincy, Jonas Korpisalo, Anton Forsberg, and Oscar Dansk. Dansk ended up in Vegas anyways, because Columbus didn't qualify him. It's insane. Because what was done at the time, and none of us really paid much attention to this, was Kekalainen saying, okay, well, we'll give up Karlsson because we don't want to give up Anderson, who was an RFA at the time. We don't want to give up, I guess Calvert might have been the one getting taken, or Korpisalo. And I can kind of understand it if Korpisalo was the one he was protecting here. And maybe we won't know who he was protecting. Maybe it's come out and I've never seen the report on it. But the fact is, Columbus got fleeced. And then it's like Vegas had to just turn around and that number 24 pick, well, we'll ship that to Winnipeg and we'll get more draft picks back and we'll grab Thorburn, who never played. It's insanity. It's insanity. I remember before the expansion draft, the talk about how George McPhee was running the table in terms of trades, and there were GMs who were resenting him for it, for him kind of blackmailing them about who he might pick, and who he might not. And then the expansion draft, I was first one to say, well, this isn't what he could have got. You know what? Karlsson's been pretty darn good. 20 goals. I think he's got 33 points now in 38 games. That's not bad. That's not bad for a guy that, because he picked him, he also got a first-round draft pick. And then decided, I can move up in the draft if I tell them I'm going to take Thorburn. Holy crap. He moved up 11 spots. It is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. So let's do this. Pretty sure that's the Brandstrom draft pick, isn't it? It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Nick Suzuki. That was Brandstrom. Hits Nick Suzuki. Brandstrom was 15. Holy crap. They gave up what turned out to be Nick Suzuki and William Karlsson. Oh, wow. You know, we've watched the scoring's been kind of up in the NHL, and it drops, it goes up. Maybe there is something to the idea that the expansion team helped totals go up for goals. Maybe teams did shed players that they really probably should have kept. Maybe GMs were so paranoid about who they might lose, they gave up guys that they probably shouldn't have given up. William Karlsson's 20 goals would kind of look nice right now if you were in Columbus scoring them. Where does Columbus have a problem? Down the middle. Karlsson? Don't ask. Just don't ask. And Karlsson is very versatile. He was used by Columbus in penalty killing role, defensive role. He is showing this year he's a pretty good offensive player. It's not bad. It's not a bad little player. Columbus got fleeced. And this is part of the Vegas story. Big part of the Vegas story is guys like this. William Karlsson scored more goals already for Vegas than he had in his entire NHL career up until this season. And we're not even to the halfway mark yet. He is a story. And now people are saying, well, is Vegas going to re-sign everybody? Yep. They'd be crazy not to. Toronto fans saw what I've seen all year. Vegas is a pretty damn good team. And you can throw your arms in the air and say, well, Toronto didn't show up and Vegas got up 3-0. So, it was 6-3. Once Toronto woke up, it was too late. You know what? That's been happening all year. And even if Toronto had been up by 1 or 2 after the first, I guarantee Vegas would have come back and won it. Because it's what they do. The debate about whether or not Vegas should be number 1 or Tampa should be number 1 in my power rankings. For me, right now, that Vegas game today again shows, they're the best team in the league. I know, Tampa only lost 1. Vegas hasn't. And Vegas beat Tampa when they met each other. Vegas won it with 2.3 seconds left, but guess what? A win is a win. It is an incredible run, and William Karlsson is becoming an incredible story all by himself. And when I said, well, there's one trophy Vegas won't get, which will be the Rocket Richard Trophy, or Maurice Richard Trophy. Either way, it's still the same trophy. I guess Karlsson heard me and said, no, I can do that. Somebody hold my beer. I'm going to go out there and get that Rocket Richard Trophy. That hockey guy doesn't believe in me. And the battle is truly joined. This is a fun season. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. How bad was that deal for Columbus? Let me know what you guys think about that too. And hey, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. I'll talk to you again soon.